Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into a source a listener sent over. It's about two herbal teas getting a lot of attention online lately, Guanabana and Muicle.
Right. And the big question seems to be, are they some kind of detox miracle or is it mostly just internet hype?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
our mission is to kind of sift through that.
Yeah, we're pulling together the claims, the traditional background, what science might be saying, and trying to synthesize it all. See what really stands out about these remedies.
Okay, let's unpack the first one then, Guanabana. This one comes from the leaves of the Soursop tree.
That's one,
Yeah.
native to tropical parts of the Americas. And yeah, while the origin is interesting, the focus really zooms in on its chemical makeup.
Chemistry, got it. What are we talking about there?
Well, it's definitely rich in antioxidants, which is, generally good. But the compounds getting the most attention are called acetogenins.
Acetogenins. Okay.
Yes. And these molecules, they're considered pretty potent. The idea is they help neutralize free radicals.
Those things that cause cell damage, oxidative stress.
Precisely. They help kind of mop that up. So that's where the claim about supporting the immune system largely comes from.
So those acetogenins are sort of the power players here for immunity.
That seems to be the main focus, yes. But beyond that, some sources also suggest potential benefits for helping manage blood sugar levels and maybe even supporting liver health.
Interesting. A few different angles there.
It's a compelling list, definitely. Though it's important to remember, a lot of this is still early stages, research-wise.
Right. Okay, so that's guanabana. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about mucil. This one's from the Mexican honeysuckle plant, correct?
Correct. And Muicle has this really strong connection to traditional Mexican herbal medicine, much more embedded, perhaps, than Guanabana in that specific cultural context.
So what's the traditional take on mucil? What was it used for?
Traditionally, it's often linked to supporting digestive health, also helping with blood pressure. And like Guanabana, it's also got a reputation for boosting the immune system.
Another immune booster. I did notice, looking through the material, a sort of overlap between them, despite coming from different plants and places.
There absolutely is,
Mhm.
especially when you look at modern health interests. Research on mucli, much like Guanabana, indicates it might play a role in managing blood sugar.
Okay, so that's a clear connection.
Yeah. But mucil also seems to have this other dimension. Some evidence suggests it could have specific antibacterial or maybe anti-infective properties.
Ah, so that gives it a slightly different profile again.
Exactly. A unique little niche, potentially.
Okay, so we've got guanabana with its acetogenins, potential liver support, and mucil with deep traditional roots, digestion, blood pressure help, both potentially touching on blood sugar and immunity. The benefits sound, well, pretty significant,
They do sound promising on the surface.
which brings us right back to that initial question, miracle or just hype. What's the crucial thing, the sort of warning label people need to keep in mind?
I think the big red flag, if you want to call it that, is validation. Proper scientific validation.
Native.
Meaning, while the traditional use is valuable information and the initial lab studies are interesting, both Guanabana and Muicle really need more extensive human clinical trials, large-scale studies.
To really confirm these effects in people.
Yes, to confirm efficacy and safety properly. And crucially, you absolutely cannot just swap these teas in for, prescribed medical treatments. That's dangerous thinking.
So talking to a doctor is essential before trying them.
Always. Always consult a healthcare professional before adding any new supplement, especially if you have existing health conditions or are on medication. The hype part comes when potential benefits are treated as proven facts.
Right. That makes sense. So the takeaway seems to be these are interesting natural options, maybe worth considering as part of a healthy lifestyle,
Potentially, yeah.
but with real caution and moderation, and understanding that tradition doesn't automatically equal rigorous scientific proof yet.
Exactly. It's about balancing respect for traditional knowledge with the need for modern scientific evidence.
Okay. So maybe one final thought to leave everyone mulling over.
Well, it touches on what we just discussed. If something has been valued in traditional medicine for, say, centuries, but modern science clearly states we need more clinical data,
Mm.
how should you, as someone curious, weigh that?
Hmm.
How do you balance generations of community experience and anecdote against the specific demands of, randomized controlled trials? It's a really fundamental question about knowledge itself.
How we weigh different kinds of evidence, that's definitely something to think about.
Indeed. Something to mull over until our next deep dive.